Michigan State. The slightly longer version is that a kid named Josh's father dies, and he tries to fill that void with a dog. The movie generally glides past this, but the fundamental issue here is that a kid who doesn't have a father tries to replace him with a golden retriever who happens to be good at basketball. Not that good, though, to be honest. He can't dribble or rebound or box out. He's not really a playmaker and has little to no basketball IQ. Really, he's just quite good at shooting. And don't worry, I'm not going to ruin 1997's Air Bud for you. If I wanted to do that, I'd say either that the dog who played him is definitely dead by now, or that it must have been nice to make content before 9/11. That's what I'd say. I'd say one of those things. Dogs die and 9/11 will happen. If you haven't seen Air Bud, then you almost definitely haven't seen the many sequels and spin-offs that it spawned. And while we don't have time to get into the plots of all of them, I do need you to see just how far the franchise ended up straying from its simple dog plays sports roots.
These rings have given us some epic powers.
Just think of the good we can do. Oops.
Yeah, they have superpowers now. Point A is a movie where a dog is kind of okay at basketball. Point Z is a movie where that same dog's children are the Avengers, but dogs. Now, we don't actually have time to get into the Zendaya vehicle super buddies. Because again, I need to talk about the original. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, he must get paid extra to do these web exclusives. I don't. And if you're thinking, well, okay, but there must be something in his contract that says he has to produce a certain number of content units per season. There isn't, but I will say I do appreciate your use of the phrase content units, unlike you. That is how I feel about this show. I'm a material generator who distributes content units designed to occupy your time between now and death. But I'm not talking about Air Bud because I have to. I'm doing it because I want to. Now, even if you're not an Air Bud super, you are probably familiar with the oft-cited lie about basketball rules that have been repeated and parodied for years now.
You check in your rule book, but you won't find anything in there that says a dog can't play.
He's right. Ain't no rule said the dog can't play basketball.
Yes, ain't no rule says a dog can't play basketball. It is both stupid and weirdly true. There is still literally no rule on the books preventing a dog from playing basketball. Anyway, my main concern is that this is a fundamentally flawed premise. I know there's no rule that says a dog can't play basketball. I know that. I went to Oxford, probably. But it's definitely unfair to introduce a new player and suddenly claim he's a registered member of the team, let alone when a state championship is on the line. Sorry, but when Kevin Durant goes down with an injury in a crucial game, the Nets don't get to just bring in a random, unsigned, untested additional player. There are no surprise guests in basketball. Isn't that right, Mr. Kevin Durant? Now, obviously, we didn't get Kevin Durant for this bit. It's the playoffs right now, plus this is a web exclusive about Air Bud. It would have been insulting of us to even ask. But look, that crucial point, there isn't a rule preventing the dog from playing basketball, is the central conceit of the film. But it doesn't really address the key question, which is, should the dog play basketball? And set aside a moment the morality or the ethics at play here. Let's talk purely about Air Bud's basketball production. Here's what we know about Air Bud, or Buddy, which is his given name, based on the game tape that is available to us. 2 steals, 5 assists, 2 free throws, 4 field goals. That is it. That is his entire box score. Now, I'm not saying that that's bad. No one's saying that's bad. But is that dog an asset to the Fernfield Timberwolves, the Showtime Timberwolves? I'd submit that he's not, and it's honestly shocking to me that a coach so focused on teamwork, cooperation, and ball movement would allow such a distraction to dominate the team's narrative. Again, if Buddy was doing numbers, now if he's putting up 30 to 40 points a night, we're having a very different conversation right now. But he's not, is he? I repeat, 4 field goals. And a